And now, RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show.
Welcome to RSM, Rams Sports Magazine Show. I'm your host, Anthony Keith. Over the weekend, the Rams defeated the Lobos for the first time under the Tim Miles era. While the Lady Rams lost New Mexico, they hope to rebound against TCU at home this week. I'm going to start things off on this show with a one-on-one interview with Greg Smith after he was a huge part in defeating New Mexico. This week, I'm joined by Greg Smith of the men's basketball team, who played a huge part in defeating the New Mexico Lobos. But, I mean, this week, come Monday, you guys jumped up almost 10 spots in the RPI. How's that make you feel?
Oh, it feels great. You know, all our hard work is starting to pay off. You know, we had some early losses that, are really trying to, really bite us in the tail right now. But, it's great that we're overcoming some of that, jumping up all these spots.
Not only that, but for the third consecutive weeks, you're receiving votes in the top 25 AP poll. You guys now receive 5 votes this week. What's that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. It just means that, we're just really progressing. When I came here, we wouldn't even thought about that, and then getting 5 votes, 3 votes, 2 votes, it's great. It's just, you're just trying to see, as much progress we're going to get, and, we might even crack it before the end of the year.
Oh, definitely. I got to ask, ESPN coaches poll, what's going on with them? How come they're not throwing any votes your way?
I don't know. They even had New Mexico ahead of us going into the tournament. So, and their RPI was like 61 before we beat them. So, I mean, they're going to throw us a bone here eventually, yeah. But we just got to wait on that.
And talking about New Mexico, this is the first time under the Tim Miles era you guys have defeated them. I mean, of course that means a lot to the seniors, but what's that mean to the younger guys?
We gotta it really just shows us that we can just go in there and beat anybody. These next coming, next 3 years, the next 4 years, and for my brother and them, that they see that they can beat these teams. We can beat San Diego State, we can beat BYU, we can beat all these teams ahead of us. We just stay one of the top teams in the Mountain West.
One point during that game, you guys led by 18 points. Now, let's be honest. Did you let them come back to build up some dramatic effect for the fans?
No. If we could have got them down by 30, we would have done that. But they just made plays. Every team makes runs. They're a good team. So they had all those 3-point plays. Kenny Williams had a couple 3-pointers, and they were right back in it. So I don't know about us. We just never really seen them win blowouts. We always keep a team in it. But it gives our fans a little something to nail by it a little bit.
Could you have asked for a better ending? Pierce steering the ball. I think he threw it right to you right after that.
Yeah, he did.
What was the feeling as soon as you grabbed that ball? Was it just like...
I was like, yeah, it's over, please. And then I saw Dorian open. I was like, okay, let me just give it to him so he can run out the clock a little more. But, it's just a good feeling, knowing that we had a game in our hands at the end. And, we went out and made a play, to seal it.
When you first came to CSU, were you thinking the Mountain West Conference would be as strong as it is now?
Oh, not at all. Especially saying, you got one team that was in the top 5, one team that's consistently in the top 10, and then, us and then the other teams like UNLV that was ranked at the beginning of the year, and, and New Mexico that's always, looking to be, good every year. And, I would never thought that, the Mountain West from top to bottom was going to be this good.
Definitely, but it's awesome that it is.
Yeah.
Touching back one more time on that game on Saturday, how'd you feel sporting the orange went? Did you like the orange look?
It was good. We always seem to play a little better. We always seem to hit a few more threes when we wear those oranges. It's just a real good thing for the tradition of the school. People were telling me a little bit about the orange jerseys and things like that. And it really is great to represent that.
Right after the game, Coach actually mentioned you're kind of a Travis Franklin in the making, and you just keep showing up and growing. How's that make you feel?
Oh, man, it's great. Me and Travis are real good buddies, and I've seen what he's done this year. Getting the MVP of the Governor's Cup and things like that. If I can go out there and emulate his success, that'd be great.
Each game, is it pretty much do or die for you guys?
Yeah.
Is that the mentality?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a must-win because, if we lose to somebody underneath us, we might be kicked down to NIT or something like that. And, those are not our goals. If we go out and beat somebody else, we get a higher seed. So, we just, every game's, a must-win for us.
How do you feel about TCU this week?
They're a dangerous team. They played us tough here. We haven't beat them there, I don't think, under, Coach Miles. And, we got surprised down there last year. So, we had to guard all those guards that they have and all those 3-point shooters. And, we just had to go out there and make a play.
Looking a little farther ahead, got UNLV on Saturday. You guys already taken them down in their home court. How do you think it's going to be easier? They've already psyched out for this Saturday's game?
No, they're looking to, take our third place spot, and they're going to, try to think that this is a game that can get them really into the NCAA tournament, and, trying to make a run for the, for third place and, for a better seed in the Mountain West tournament. So, we're looking at one of those teams that they can compare to, and just try to go out and make some success out of it.
Definitely. Now, I've talked to a few of the fans. One of their favorite parts of the game is after you score, you're up on that video board waving with the big smile. Yeah. Did that just come to you naturally?
Yeah, I do goofy stuff like that all the time. I'm one of the class clowns on the team, and everybody knows me for that. So I just, I don't like, I'm being on the video board, with my hands, folded, trying to look, hard or whatever. I just like having fun. So yeah, Nygon, even though he's probably one of the softest kids on the team, but it's just for the fans. We just gotta have something for them to talk about, something for them to laugh, get loud about.
Every team needs a Greg Smith. I'll say that right now. Well, I want to thank you very much for joining us on the show. Good luck this week against TCU and UNLV. Stay tuned, Rams fans, because there's still plenty more to come on the show.
You're watching RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Well, this is a long time coming. Our kids have really battled New Mexico at home and come up short. When you could tell by the way we came out in the first half, the guys were on the attack, and that was good. And we went through a stretch. I believe we got 15 straight stops in the first half, and built a 15-point lead or whatever it was. And that's really, that doesn't happen very often. To a team that, like New Mexico, that's a high quality team.
Feels great. It's the first time I've ever beaten them, and they're pretty cocky. So it feels good to finally get those guys. They've kicked on my butt and Andy's butt and Dre and Franklin's butt. Pretty bad down the pit, pretty bad here, and it feels good to finally get that monkey off our back and go into TCU 7-3 in Mountain West.
Well, we felt like we had to win this game, because our goal is to get the NCAA tournament. We made that. Pretty clear. We've been saying that since the beginning of the year. So you got to win a game like this. And we dropped a couple here at home. We feel like, San Diego State and stuff like that. But this was just a great win, a great win for a program and just for the progress that we've been making.
Yeah, I think from here on out, any win we can get is a huge win for our program. I think we got to finish at home. We cannot lose at home, and at the same time, we can't lose on the road to teams we shouldn't lose to. So I think at this point, yeah, it is, but also UNLV will be the biggest win next after that because that's fighting for third place as well. So I think right now at this time it is the biggest win for our program and my career and Andy's career. So it's exciting.
Yeah, bottom line for us is we need to go out and compete well every night. The TCU game is every bit as important as this game. You can't have a bad loss. And then we have UNLV at home. All right, and a chance to sweep UNLV is going to be a top 25, well, probably not now, a top 30, 35 RPI team in the country. Those are high-quality wins, and now that's enough to get you in the conversation, and you're down to 10 days left in the season.
Win the conference tournament is going to be up there, but if we don't win that, then we got to win these games at home, all of them. We can't lose on the road to teams we can't lose to, and maybe still one or two. And try to win a game or two in the conference tournament. And I think we should be fine.
I think there's 3 going from the Mountain West. Right now we're 3rd.
Coming up next on the show, we check in with the ladies' status with freshman Sam Martin. Stay tuned.
You're watching RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Welcome back to the show, Rams fans. This week from the women's basketball team, I'm joined by freshman Sam Martin. You had your first experience at the pit in front of over 7,700 Lobos fans. What was that like?
It's definitely an experience. You don't get to play in front of that many people every day. So it was cool. It was definitely a different environment. When we would score, it was just dead silent, and then they would score, and it was just definitely on their side. And I think we just can't let that get to us at all. And I don't think we actually really did let it get to us. It was just definitely a cool experience to play in front of that many people.
So when you first walked in and looked around, there was no psych out. You were completely there, just focused on the game?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's definitely like you look around, you're like, wow, this is like a lot of people, or like, and you just notice it, but it wasn't really that much of a difference. I mean, I feel like it kind of felt like Air Force a little too. There's a lot of people there in Air Force, and I just think we kind of like approached it like any other day, and we wanted to just play our game. So
you personally, you missed 2 practices last week. You were sick, still came in, played, had 10 points, 3 blocks, 7 rebounds. You know, were you feeling a sickness at all in that game, or?
Actually, my sickness was pretty much gone. It was just like I hadn't done anything in 5 days, so it was more like a respiratory, like I was just getting back into it, so I just was a little tired. I think it definitely like showed a little bit out there, but sometimes you have to play through it, so I tried to do my best in that.
What was it like not starting?
It was different. It was definitely cool. I got to like see what like it was like on the bench and like see like how the game had gotten going, but it was definitely a different experience from just like going out there and like being thrown into it.
I
So.
bet. Now, it was a tough loss, but Kim had 20 points. Can you talk about how she played in that game?
She definitely started us, like, got us going a lot of times in the game. And, I mean, I think she hit our first shot and to, like, keep us to, like, start us to come back. And definitely was a huge part of that. And Kim's always good. I mean, we can always count on her. And it's always nice to have a player like her who you know you can always count on to score.
After that loss, you guys still have a winning record overall, 12-11. You're 5-5 in Mountain West Conference. How does that make you feel this part of the season, knowing overall we still got a winning record? Let's finish this strong.
It's definitely really good. I mean, that game's over with now. We have a bunch of other games ahead of us that we can look forward to and that we can prepare for. I mean, TCU is going to be a great game. We can take them. So I think that's definitely like, we're going into the season confident, the rest of the season confident, and we know we can do it, and we still know we can be at the top. So we'll see them again in the tournament.
Talking about that TCU team, I mean, they're a team that's 9-2 in the Mountain West Conference, but this time they're going to be at the Fort, and you're pretty confident you guys can still take them?
I think so. I mean, I think we play really good at home. We have our fans, and you know, I think we're going to come out ready. We just lost this game, so we're going to be hungry for a win, and I think definitely we're going to come out and play together and play our game and just kind of like redeem ourselves and get back into this. So
what would a win over TCU mean to you guys?
Oh, it would be great. Definitely. I mean, we haven't beat them in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it'd be great for us, it'd be great for our fans, it'd be great for the school. So definitely something we would love to do.
You feel like that would shake some things up in the conference if, you know, people notice, hey, CSU beat them, you know, the tournament's coming up?
Of course. I mean, it's always a good thing when you can beat TCU. So.
A horned frog. I mean, what kind of mascot is that? Are you glad that you're a Ram?
I'm proud to be a Ram.
Looking a little further ahead, in the same week you got UNLV, you know, they're 2-9, kind of an opposite team. And then you're back on the road. How do you feel about that game coming up?
That's definitely another big game. I mean, we beat them last time, so they're going to be looking for revenge. They're going to come back strong, just like New Mexico did, and we have to be prepared for that, and we have to be ready for what they're going to bring to us. So no matter what, we just have to treat every team the same and come at them and play our game.
With the attack.
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly.
So overall, how are you feeling heading down this final stretch of games?
I feel good. I think that we have what it takes to be the team that can win and can win a Mountain West Conference championship and can end strong in our conference. So it's definitely a big opportunity for us. Yeah.
Right there with you. But I want to wish you good luck against
Thank you very much.
TCU this Wednesday and then UNLV on Saturday, and best of luck down that stretch.
You are watching RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Every team, I think, looks at us and thinks, how did they beat us? I mean, I just think that's reality. Even though I think a lot of my team, I think opponents look at us and think, they don't have this, they don't have this, they don't have this. I think they look at what we don't have, and so they always think that, and that's why I think we have the advantage sometimes mentally, because I don't think teams are always prepared. They think we'll be soft, or I mean, just like the New Mexico game, we got killed. And so, you know, we play games with people, and not intentionally.
I mean, they played good. They definitely came out, and they came out hard again. But we also went away from our defense, and we stopped penetrating a little bit, and we kind of like stood around a little bit more, and it was definitely our fault. We just stopped doing the things that were working in the first half and the second half.
I think you could pretty much, I mean, anyone could blame something on fatigue, but bottom line, I think that we were in better shape than them because we've been playing with 8 for a lot of the year. So it's just kind of, as Coach was saying, just gutting it out and focusing, and we know we can do it. So
played great as a team. Like, it was a total team effort. I mean, you could just feel the energy. Everybody was flying around, getting deflections and steals, and just being real physical. And
out.
Yeah, that's definitely a characteristic that we look to have every game for the whole game. So
probably more fired up after the game than during it or before. I just hate when we lose opportunities, and I just didn't think that, even though you can take a lot of positives out of it, and I thought we played much tougher and more energetic from the beginning, had a very, very good first half. I just thought as the second half went along, we kind of got softer and just didn't make some plays that we normally make down the stretch. And you got to be able to do that against the second place team in the league.
TCU is one of the more physical teams that we play in this league, and we knew that going into it, which is why one of our focuses is on boxing out. I think, again, in the first half we responded to it pretty well. We tried to come out and punch them in the mouth, metaphorically. And then just kind of in the second, as things started to not go our way and maybe we got a little tired, we started to get tentative and
went away from that.
Yeah, and it showed. They out-physicaled us, so.
We went to the free throw line, twice, and they went 21 times. I mean, that's right there. We're a good free throw shooting team. And we just haven't shot free throws in the last 3 or 4 games. I mean, we have not been able to get there. Why? Penetration's not there throughout the game. We're not getting offensive rebounds where we actually take it back up. And sometimes it's because, like in the New Mexico game, we weren't playing strong or tough. We were avoiding contact.
Still, I don't think we had very many free throws this game. We got some more penetration, and we got a lot of penetration to kicks, which really helped us, especially in the first half, but still not getting a lot on the free throw line as far as going for layups. So
it's kind of more like in the past few games, it's been us not being aggressive and penetrating. That's where we get to the free throw line a lot, just penetrating in the defense and going to the park for a layup. But I mean, today I feel like we penetrated more than we have in the past few games, but we did kick out a lot. We didn't take too many shots driving to the lane where somebody was on us. So I really think that. I mean, I don't know why we're not getting to the free throw line. It's something we're just going to have to keep working on.
And certainly there were things that didn't always go our way in the first half, and we seemed to react and bounce back okay. So, I think that getting down to the crucial time of a game, we've just got to make plays, and it's harder against a tougher team. You might get away with some of those things against a team that's at the bottom of the league, but TCU is a good team, and I thought that they kind of brought it to the court when they had to.
Definitely in the first half we played with one of the top teams in our league, and it showed us that we can play with these teams and we can have good starts and we can start off and come at them, and definitely we can bring the same energy we had in the first half to UNLV, and we'll put them on their heels, and then we'll just keep playing, and we just have to learn how to keep our momentum and keep it going throughout the whole game and play 40 minutes.
The concern would be how do our kids handle this emotionally? Because we were so close, we had them on our home court. Now we've got to bounce back. UNLV, I found out, lost tonight to Air Force, and it was a 91-87 game. What are they going to be like? My anticipation is they felt that they should have beat us here. I mean, I think UNLV always thinks they should beat us. I mean, I think that's what they always think, and every time they don't, they're like, what the heck? So I think it's really going to be important that we regroup quickly. We take a lot of positives. I'm going to be super positive tomorrow. I wasn't super positive at the end of tonight because I hate losing. And bottom line is it's wins and losses, and there are no moral victories in my opinion. But we've got to turn around quickly and take the positives out of this and get ready to play a team that I think will be looking for their 3rd win against us.
That'll do it this week for RSM, but next show I'll have highlights and post-game reactions from the UNLV game and so much more. See you next time, Rams fans.